So go to File, and then Run Map. Now this part is very important. Let's look at these different options. Run BSP is what creates your map. I've never found a reason to run it on anything except normal, so leave it on that. Run Vis, this is pretty important. The best way to explain what this does is that it does a lot of calculations to determine what can be seen from where, and helps optimize your map. However, if you use Source Recorder, you really don't have to worry about your frame rates when making Machinima, so optimization is not much of an issue. You can usually get away with Fast or None. If you select None, you might run into problems for certain situations, like if you have water in your map, but Fast runs very quickly and helps iron out most problems. Now if you select Normal, depending on your map, this might take forever to finish. Hours, days. So don't select that unless you really know what you're doing. And if you do, you're probably not listening to this part of the tutorial anyway, so it's all good. Fast or None should work fine. Now Rad, this is something you use towards the end of production, right before you're ready to start filming. We're not going to use it right now. What this does is figure out all your complex light calculations. I find Fast isn't that fast. It can still be pretty slow. So it's usually best to go with either All or Nothing. If you go with Normal, it can take a while to calculate, so don't use it unless your lights are already set up. Right now, ours aren't. So if we were to run this, it would make the whole map very dark. We won't cover on how to set up lights here, but we will have lights to work with later on. For now, we're just going to click on None. This is all you need for making previews of your work. The lighting won't look so good, but hey, it'll run fast. The HDR option stands for High Dynamic Range. This can work either way with Machinima. This is useful if you want your light sources to really bloom in your face, but it will also change your light exposure settings on the fly, which can create problems for filming. We won't be covering it for the sake of this tutorial. Finally, some people run into problems if they run the game immediately after compiling, especially if you don't have much RAM. For me, it's not a problem, but if you don't want it jumping right into the game after the map is ready, check this box. Alright, now we'll click OK and see what our map looks like. This box here you can check later. It gives you messages that are useful in case something crazy happens.